What you doing, my friends? Welcome to the first episode of Where to Start. See, superheroes have taken over the box office and video on-demand services, and that's great. It's creating new fans and even has people wanting to learn more about them and read some comics. But sometimes there's just so much out there, you may be asking, where do I even start? Well, I've got you covered here on this show, and what better way to kick things off than with Marvel's newest big screen adaptation, Captain Marvel. So if you love the movie and now want to start reading some of her comics, well, guess what? I'm about to let you know where to start. The best place to start is usually the beginning, but one of the best stories for Carol Danvers was when she got sent back in time to have to save her own origin. In the Pursuit of Flight arc from Captain Marvel number 1 through 7, she's thrown back in the Pacific Theater in World War II, and while there, has to prevent another female pilot from trying to take the powers from the Psych Magnetron for herself. Now this arc was so important because not only did it allow readers to see Danvers' origin in a new way, but it was also the very first time that she took on the name Captain Marvel. And don't think I was just going to gloss over the Psych Magnetron, because I do want to go back to the true beginning. Carol Danvers wasn't always Captain Marvel, and I don't mean she just got her powers and became Captain Marvel. I mean that there was a Captain Marvel before her. Mar-Vell was a Kree who was trapped in the negative zone but could swap atoms with Captain America's ex-sidekick Rick Jones when Rick hit these two bracelets together. Okay, so it was a bit unnecessarily complicated, but it was a different time then. Anyways, in Captain Marvel number 18, Carol is kidnapped and taken to a Kree outpost by Yon-Rogg, an evil scientist trying to resurrect Kree technology. Thankfully, Captain Marvel is able to figure out where she is and arrives to save her. Unfortunately, in the ensuing fight, Carol is hit with a laser blast and ends up with her DNA being altered by the Psych Magnetron. It's these alterations that allowed her to gain her powers that she'd later use as Captain Marvel. Now, you may have noticed that both stories have dealt with the Psych Magnetron, and that's because it and Yon-Rogg are like Spider-Man's spider, or, you know, the killer of Bruce Wayne's parents. With that in mind, I wonder what the third story might include. In Avengers, The Enemy Within, Captain Marvel discovers she has a new enemy she must face, a brain lesion. Super serious. Carol learns that every time she takes flight is a risk and must balance her life with her duty. She learns that Yon-Rogg has been invading her brain in an attempt to get the remnants of her Psych Magnetron to work, so Captain Marvel risks her life, her memories, her whole sense of self to take down Yon-Rogg and save New York City. This was a multi-title spanning story arc showing humanity in a superhero with the power of a star. It allows the reader to feel connected because it puts such real-life fears into a being of such immense power. Being able to relate to your heroes and seeing them fight their past while fighting for their future is what makes this arc so powerful to me. There you have it, my friends, a few choice stories to start you off on your journey to knowing even more about Captain Marvel. I hope it's giving you a good idea of where to start, and if you have more suggestions of issues or a hero you'd like to see featured in a new episode, leave a comment below. Until then, if you liked what you saw today, please subscribe or even set up notifications so you don't miss out on the next episode of Where to Start. So until the next time, I'll see you later.